Hello. I think we're live. Yeah, hello everyone. What? I was in the wrong scene. I am a professional streamer. Hello everyone. How are we today? Happy weekend if it is your weekend. If it isn't your weekend, then thank you for joining me. And hopefully it will be your weekend soon. So today I thought it would be fun to work on the Elphaba to work on Elphaba's hat from the Wicked movie. I thought it would be a fairly simple hat to do. At first, I only really noticed the ridges, the vertical ridges, and the oh hey Kenny, oh thanks for joining. We have to talk Survivor at some point. It's been too long. So yeah, with the hat, at first I thought I would just be doing the vertical ridges. Oh my goodness, excuse me. That's not even the microphone, that's just me. At first I thought I'd just be doing the vertical ridges and then the ruffles. The ruffles, I definitely knew what I was going to do for those. It's like adding a lion's mane at the end of crocheting a lion. But I did a lot of experiments for the ridges, and what I finally landed on, well, we'll get to that in a second. I did come up with a strategy that I was confident would work and that I'd be able to do while streaming. And then I went and looked at some more reference photos when I was about halfway through the hat that I had started just for testing reasons. Oh, say hi to Eiley for me. Oh my goodness. That's so sweet. Hopefully she likes the sparkly yarn too. Um, so anyway, I realized that I was just increasing all the way around like you would if I was just making a normal witch's hat. When I looked at the reference, oh good, yes, sparkles are awesome. I looked at the reference and I went, oh no, it's supposed to be at like a real angle, or I guess a real angle for that beginning portion of the hat. And so, I don't know, I started doing all of the increases on just one side. And it's just not right. I think I also extended it too quickly, which again, if it was a normal, just straight witch's hat, would have made sense. But I'm just not sure it looks very good. So I have a poll up to decide whether or not to restart in preparation for a yes vote. I have done a new pattern. This is just my crochet pattern journal now. It's very funny. I'm glad I have a separate one because for a while I was just using my like bullet journal. And this is way better. So if you can see here, we have 18 rows here. We have 19 rows down here. That's because I'm going to be extending not only all on one side, but also less fast. So we get that really like thin, straight kind of view. And we have a no vote. I'm assuming that's you, Kenny. Or is that everyone? I don't know. Hi, Mom. Welcome back to the stream, everyone. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to stream again after. I mean, I really liked doing the first one. I wasn't sure I was going to do it like right away this week. But next week is Thanksgiving, and I have another video that I am promising I'm going to get out next week. I should add that to my bullet journal. That is very fall vibes. So that's the current plan. Oh, that makes sense, Mom. Are you allowed to revote? I have no idea how polls work on live streams on YouTube. How is everybody today? How's it going? Oops. You see, when you have two beverages, you can knock them against each other. I have an Earl Grey tea today. I didn't put milk in. I think that was a mistake. I think I needed the milk. I'm doing good. So for those of you who don't live in the general Seattle area, we had a very rough windstorm on Wednesday and a huge power outage that was just everywhere. I was very lucky my house got power back within 24 hours. I think there's still a lot of places that don't even have power. I'm going to end the poll since it does seem like it's confusing. And also, I'm just going to make an executive decision to start the hat over because I'm not happy with this one. So as I was saying, I'm just not. It doesn't look enough like the Elphaba hat. I kind of guesstimated at the top because not a lot of shots have the top in it. And yeah, right, it needs to be thinner, it needs to be more angled. So instead of undoing all of this as interesting, no, it would not be interesting. It would not be fun to watch, I don't think. So I'm just gonna cut this and I'll keep this hat, or maybe I'll turn it into something else. A friend of mine saw the yarn and immediately was like, that would be such a cool sweater because of the sparkles. So we will see what becomes of this later. But for now, it is just the first draft. And as we all know, you can always start the first draft over. You can always stop the first draft and start a new one. So this is the yarn that I am using. It is Big Twist because I tried finding sock weight yarn because I really wanted to do those vertical stripes that you can see on the actual movie prop. And I don't know if it's just Joann's doesn't have it, or I mean, I guess there was more sock weight yarn, but just not in black. I guess people don't want, I don't know, black socks, I guess. Oh, now I have that song stuck in my head. But so this yarn wants an H hook, but I ended up using for my first draft a D hook, which is significantly smaller. But you know, for a hat, you want it to be really stiff. I want it to like stay up, especially if I'm going to be doing all these angles. So I thought I'd go with something that would make the crochets a lot tighter. And yeah, I guess we're just going to get started. So how many people watching have seen the Wicked movie already? That is my main question because I was not able to see it yet. I wish I could just blame the power outage for that, but honestly, I am so scared about the movie that I haven't made any plans yet. Yes, the piece that I made seems pretty dang stiff. It sits straight up. I guess. I don't know. It's I sideways. It doesn't really have the same effect, but yeah, it's right there. So I think this technique is gonna work. So I just started with a magic circle, and I realized I didn't really explain what I did. I can't really explain what a magic circle does. It's creating a nice little loop with a crossover there, and then you go under. You grab the other yarn, you twist, you pull it through, it creates a nice little sliding circle type thing. It can go bigger, it can go smaller. So that's how you start a lot of projects in the round, a lot of plushies and that sort of thing. Oh, I'm going to put this, I don't want you to have to look at this, so I'm going to put this over here. I'm trying to keep track of the pattern in case anyone else... Is Eiley already 5 months old? Oh my gosh. Oh, Kenny, that's so cool. But yeah, I understand getting out of the house, pretty impossible when you have a newborn. Oh gosh. Okay, you can see me now. And it's so funny because the original pattern, when it was just like a straightforward hat with worsted weight yarn, it says to start with 4 single crochet, and I'm just like, nope, we're doing 8 because it's, you know, smaller yarn now. Oh, it's going to be hard to actually count while talking, so that's going to be interesting. Also, I'm still using the same microphone that I used last stream, which means that at every hour mark, its drivers or its RAM or whatever are going to get full, and I'm gonna start sounding like a robot. So when that happens, please put like robot emojis or something, or just robot or reset your mic in the chat, and I will do that because I'm gonna have to. 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this is where the magic of the magic circle comes in. Ready? Ooh, magic. Making sure it's flat. There we go. So this likes to come untightened for a little bit, but I'll just keep tightening it, and then eventually it will decide it wants to stay closed, which is nice. That is a really cool magic wand emoji. Wow, I am going to start using that. Yeah, has anyone, so if you haven't seen the Wicked movie, has anyone seen the Wicked musical that the movie is adapting? I mean, I know my mother has because she's the one who took me, but I guess so Kenny or anyone else watching, have you seen the Wicked musical? Oh, multiple times. Nice. What are your thoughts on it becoming a movie? Because I've always thought it would be a great animated movie because it's just so fantastical, and I really think that like audiences, and I mean other people have said this, are willing to, you know, accept animated characters bursting into song more than they're willing to see live action actors again burst into song in movies. So I always thought it should be like a Disney animated movie, and they should do one movie the exact same as the musical, and it'll be perfect. And instead they went live action and split it into two. And I'm scared. I'm scared about the outcome. Okay, I have to count again. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 8? Okay, cool. There's a joke going around that's like, yeah, they're making it a two-parter, so I'm pretty sure it's going to end with Defying Gravity. That just, I mean, that's where Act 1 stops. But then also I think they like putting the sort of big numbers at the end of the movie. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll add scenes after Defying Gravity. Also, because it has the whole framing device of the flashback of Glinda, like, telling their story to the Ozians. They're probably going to pull that into the last, like, 5 to 10 minutes of the movie. I mean, I hope they do, honestly, or it's going to be confusing. I don't know. I've heard people speculate at the very least they're going to add stuff from the book. And the thing is, the book is just a completely different beast from the movies, from the musical. So I'm just worried. I'm just genuinely worried about it because I love Wicked. Like, Wicked, you know, it was my favorite show when I was a kid. I was very lucky. I got to see it several times when I was like a teenager. It was, you know, the songs that like me and my friends would, you know, sing at the end of the school year because we were so sad to be saying goodbye. Or I guess at the end of, you know, like when I was in a show, me and my friends in the cast would, you know, sing For Good and stuff. So like I don't know, after the Beauty and the Beast live action and then the Cats live action, I just do not. Oops, I'm going off screen again. I'm just very worried. Oh man, I'm sorry. I started automatically doing the last version. There we go. So I did 2 increases there. The thing with black yarn, and I mean I had to do black yarn because the original hat was black and because witches' hats in general are black, but it is the most difficult to see. I'm really glad that I'm doing front post double crochet in order to make that texture that I was talking about that you can see on the example hat, because so that means that I have like these larger holes to go into. If I was trying to go into the stitches like when you're normally crocheting something, it would be difficult. It would be really hard for me. But yeah, I love the Wicked musical. I do think Act 1 has a lot more bangers than Act 2, in my opinion. So it's very funny. I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot a little bit because it's like, oh, are the songs as good in Act 2? Will they be as good in the second movie? 10. I guess I should be counting out loud. Is it interesting to hear me count the crochet? So the other thing that's fun about this yarn is that it has the sparkles, which are amazing and perfect and totally worth it. But also it is much easier to get like caught on, like the hook can get caught on it because it doesn't want to stick with the rest of the yarn. Like it doesn't have the same friction or what have you. Okay, I just did row 3 and now we're just doing 10 front post double crochets. So what I'm doing for that texture is I'm doing front post double crochets around the entire thing. I'm not alternating to make it look ribbed. I found that that was too dramatic and that the eye just fills in the gaps in between. Oh, good morning, James. Did you come downstairs and get tea? Because I did make tea. It's so funny. I have the chat up on both of my monitors, and just because of how I have to look down at the crochet, it's easier for me to see the movement in my second monitor. Oh my goodness, wow. I cannot find a good in between where it's like you can see my face and you can see the crochet. Yeah, that is something I will work on because I have been really enjoying live streaming, if only because having the brain space lately to we're building a community we're building a community in the chat. James, when you get back from getting tea, make sure you say hi to Kenny. What was I saying about the texture and stuff? Aww. Yeah, I think this works for the texture. It's not too dramatic, but you can still, I mean, I'm sure it's hard. Yeah, I don't think it's coming up. Black is so hard to get on camera. It's actually really, I'm fascinated to know what they did, if they did any like camera trickery or lighting or costume trickery to make the black of Elphaba's like costume or hat like look, like have the different dimensions. Because whenever, like, I mean, I think it's a known thing. Hi, Mom. Welcome back. I think it's a known thing with, like, on YouTube at least, like, you don't wear black on camera because you look just so, like, flat. You can't see the dimension. Even, like, dark green I sometimes have trouble with. Okay. That was just me looking at the little pattern I had written out this morning as a change from the original one. There we go. Anyway, so my point is, I really hope the behind the scenes shed some light on how they lightened up the costume. A coffee puer, that sounds incredible. From Adagio or somewhere else? I am drinking the, you know what? That's a good reminder to take a tea break. Also, because I almost just did another increase when I don't need to do an increase. I am drinking the I forget the cute name for it, but the Good Store Earl Grey tea, which I really, really love. And also I must say that I am an affiliate with the Good Store, so you can use my code and get 20% off your first order. And yeah, but I am just drinking it because I like it and because I wanted something with honey and milk. Okay, Mom, bye. See you in a few days for Thanksgiving. Happy almost Thanksgiving to my United States American viewers as well. You know, it is a fun time of year. It is a stressful time of year, especially when your city has just had a massive power outage. Like I said, we got lucky, but I know that I have some friends who are going to host a Friendsgiving tomorrow, and like they're, not able to do that because they don't have power. They can't prep their turkey and everything. It's such a shame. I mean, like for so many reasons, it's a shame when there's a natural disaster, might be a bit overselling it, but a big unexpected natural event that causes problems in the stuff that you expect to be provided for you by society. I wish I had like a proximity sensor sort of thing to tell me when I'm getting off screen with my crocheting. I have two extra lights on right now just to make sure that I can see the stitches. But Kenny, where'd you get the coffee puer? I want to know. I love a good coffee blended tea. There was a really good one. Oh, Adagio. Okay, cool. So I guessed right. Okay. Okay, I gotta count. Hold on. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're good. I don't know why I count backwards. I'm sure someone said once on a video that you should count backwards from your hook, and I've just been doing it ever since. I'm also wondering, here's something I'm really wondering about the Wicked movie. That I don't remember seeing Dr. Dillamond in any previews, but I'm wondering if they're going to be doing the like half goat, half human in practical effects or in CGI. And I don't know which one I hope, because either way it's going to be a little weird. That's one of the things about stage shows. The suspension of disbelief is just so much greater than it is with movies. The only clips I've really let myself see, and when I say let, I mean they've been, target marketed to me as someone who loves musicals. And then I kind of like scroll past them because I don't really want to be spoiled. I don't, want to worry even more about the movie. I keep seeing, was that Idina Menzel? No, Ariana Grande as Glinda, just being fairly wacky, like jumping off of a chandelier or something like that. And that's the funny thing about, if you watch like Kristen Chenoweth as Glinda doing Popular, and I'm assuming that that happened during Popular because that's what makes sense to me. I mean, if they're adding scenes from the book, though, the book is so dark. I tried to read it once, and then I got to the club scene that Bach goes to, and I was just like, no, this isn't for me. So I'm just like, what are they possibly going to add from the book? It makes no sense to me. I already like the shape of this a lot more. I'm glad I started over. Thank you for supporting me. I do really like the costuming that they've done for the movie. Like, I like this hat. I think it's a pretty cool hat. Especially because, like, it looks pretty badass, but then in universe, it's supposed to be this ugly thing where it's, a trick. Sorry, that might be a minor spoiler. The musical's been out forever, though, and... Oh, I guess in the soundtrack it's not really revealed. Okay, in that case, I'm sorry for the very minor spoiler. I feel like I haven't seen Nessa Rose in any of the trailers, or Bach, or even that much of, no, I have seen some Fierro, so that's a lie. I'm really interested, okay, here is a very weird conspiracy theory, not conspiracy theory, just a thing that I've been thinking about literally my entire life. And I did that wrong, I got distracted. I'm supposed to be doing more in between. Oh, that one I could have left in. I'm supposed to be doing 2 front post double crochets in between each increase. So here's my conspiracy question about Wicked. In the behind the scenes book of the musical that you can get, there's an interview with, I think, the original actress to play Madame Morrible, the headmistress, whose name I love, but it is such a Hannibal Lecter sort of thing. Like, oh yeah, my awful teacher, Madame Morrible. So in the book, within the interview, she says like there's a secret about my character and it has to do with the noises that she makes. And I have never noticed Madame Morrible like making weird noises. And the only thing I can think of is like if you look at the portrait they have in the book of Madame Morrible, her ears look a little almost, maybe they're like pointed or something. And she has like, it looks like tattoos on her earlobes or something like that. Like very Trill from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So, I just wonder, I'm like, is there a secret to her character? I don't remember anything from what little I read of the book. And I feel like I can't even find references to it online. So if anyone has any idea, please put it in the chat or the comments, because I have been wondering for at least, oh my goodness, 2 decades almost. Getting older is a gift and isn't something to stress about, and I must remind myself of that. But yeah, I really like the hat. Okay, so already we can kind of see the angle that's starting. You can kind of see that it's longer on this side, and so therefore it's kind of getting like pushed that way. I don't know, it'll become more extreme as we keep going. And now it's just front post double crochet all around. I don't want to spoil the movie for people, so I don't want to talk about the musical too much. All I know is I know they're doing the framing device because I've seen clips of Ariana Grande as Glinda saying, "It's good to see me, isn't it?" which is her first line from the musical, which takes place in the framing device. Well, now I'm like really curious. Maybe my parents will see the movie with me. I can't ask and my mom to respond though because she had to leave. Oh no. What is everyone's plans for Thanksgiving? Is anyone like visiting family, going out of town, hosting their own? Are people on school break? School break would like just be starting if it's the week of Thanksgiving that you get off. I haven't gotten the week off for Thanksgiving in a long time because in college you really only got the day. But I was lucky because I went to school in California. My parents lived in California, so I was able to do a quick little flight. Although the closest I've ever gotten to missing my flight, well, tied for closest I've ever gotten for missing a flight. Oh, nice. I love doing Friendsgivings, honestly. So you're not hosting, Kenny. Your friend is hosting. Okay, hold on. I gotta count again. I hate having to count. Okay, we're looking for 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I forgot to check off a bunch then. La 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 la. Okay. There we go. Let's not assume that I added too many. Let's just assume I forgot to check off. That seems more likely. Okay, and then there we go. So, okay. I find it so interesting that in like sitcoms and stuff, like, like Friends or whatever, Thanksgiving is spent, amongst the friends and not with their family. And the first year that they do that, they try really hard to justify it. It's like the first time, and it's this whole thing where it's like Monica and Ross's parents are going on vacation, and Rachel like can't, make it to her flight in time, and all this sort of stuff. And then in subsequent years in Friends, they're just like, no, we just do Thanksgiving together. No mention of family. So I kind of was like, oh, is that what's going to happen as I grow up? Am I going to like stop doing Thanksgiving with my family? It's like, no, I still do it with my family. But, TV shows aren't the most realistic things. I really feel like I skipped something somewhere and I just accidentally extended this at some point. Huh. That's always not fun. I could have just counted really poorly too. See, this is the stuff I normally cut out of videos when I have to do all this thinking. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I'm undoing a couple of those check marks. We're oh goodness. There's a joke that's like, you thought you were bad at art, so you started crocheting, and then you found out you were bad at counting. And I'm just like, yes, exactly. Okay, so if we're going back to okay, so one more and then we'll increase. I've heard that a lot of people liked a lot of stuff about the movie, though. I'm sure just the fact that it's 2 movies is going to make it feel a bit too much and a bit too different to me, but I try to be pretty nuanced in my thoughts. So, I'm hoping that when I see the movie, I'm able to come to my own conclusions and, pros and cons and such. So it should be a good time. And I mean, nothing's gonna be as bad as the Cats movie. Although there was at least one good song in the Cats movie, which, as everyone knows, is Skimbleshanks the Railway Cat. The best song in that entire movie. And if you disagree, I want to know why. What are some other good musical movies? I was talking to someone about this where I'm like, okay, so like the best, in my opinion, at least the best musical movie that I've seen, I would say, is Chicago. You didn't watch Cats, it looked too creepy. See, that's why I had to watch it, because I knew it was going to be a dumpster fire. And also, like, I personally do love the like, it's not really filmed on Broadway because they built like a special set to film it, but it's like, it's almost it's pretty close to the equivalent of a pro shot. I was actually talking about this with a friend of mine, where it's like, okay, the spectrum of like movie musical to pro shot, where like the Hamilton pro shot is obviously like it's a pure pro shot. They didn't add anything for the movie except for that, they bleeped some swear words, which fine, whatever. And then like all the way, so you have pro shot on this side, and then you have movie musical on this side. So like Hamilton's here, and like the Les Miserables movie is all the way over here, and in the middle here you have like Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat, because like they're pretending to do like a stage version. Like I'm pretty sure you like see sets roll in and out, but it's so clearly on a soundstage, and there are cuts and there are things that cannot be happening live and stuff like that. And so anyway, the Cats version is a little closer to pro shot than that, because it seems, except for the weird force lightning that they had for some reason to Mr. Mistopheles' number, otherwise it's like, it's all stuff that could have happened live on stage. And I think they did use the like actual Broadway actors. Or West End actors? I think Broadway. Once upon a time, we rented the DVD, I think, from Blockbuster, and I remember watching all the behind the scenes stuff, and I'm pretty sure they were all American. I think I would have noticed if they had a British accent. So probably the Broadway cast and not the West End cast. What's the weather like over on the East Coast, by the way, Kenny? I've been meaning to ask because I video chatted with someone in outdoors in California and like SoCal yesterday, and it looked so nice. It looked so warm, and I'm just here like, well, we've had a few sunny days. Okay, this is looking a lot better to me to match like the actual super tilted hat. So that feels good. Okay, so that was the 16. Now we're going up to 18. I'm just hoping it tilts enough. Oh, a dry fall. Oh, is that like as scary as it is in California when it's like a dry fall and you're like, oh no, are we going to get fires? Oh, I'm sorry, it's too warm. I mean, is that maybe a good thing? Does that mean like less heavy snowfall? We have had, I mean, a lot of wind, obviously, you know, the huge windstorm, but we've also had a lot of, a decent amount of rain, decent amount of sun. It's pretty good weather, in my opinion, for Seattle in the late fall, except for, again, the windstorm, which obviously was awful. And I just hope that, you know, all the power companies are able to recover soon. One of these days, I really feel like I'm going to be in SoCal for like New Year's or something, like the solid middle of the winter. I'm going to be like, forget about, you know, this, forget about the cold. I need something where I can, you know, just wear a hoodie and be comfortable. Okay, how is the connection for the live stream? Because it hasn't been an hour yet, so the problem is not my microphone, is it? It hasn't been an hour. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. I forget. I was talking about weather, you know, something super interesting. I was talking to someone after my last live stream. I don't remember who, but I was like, it's, you know, it's interesting because like I watch, you know, video of the days of like video game live streamers. And, you know, video games, like they have kind of their own plot. They have their own stuff going on. So the streamer can kind of, you know, be quiet and focus. And I don't know, crocheting seems a little less self-explanatory. I hope you all have music on or something. Video on demand. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, I totally could have filled in video of the day instead of video on demand. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Oh no, I've outed myself as a fool. Well, video on demand is like a real, like, term on like, you know, like HBO or something. We're not getting quite as much, but I don't want to like widen it. I wonder, video on demand. Okay, that's my bad. I bet. So one thing I've been doing is leaving this side the same. I haven't been extending it. I bet if I increase 4 on this side and then decrease by 2 on this side, we'll keep getting the bottom getting bigger as it goes, but we'll have way more of an angle. So I'm going to write that in my journal that I'm trying that, and then we will do that. First I'm going to count and make sure I know what row I'm on though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ish. Okay. So I'm going to do this 4 times. Bring this down to 2. So that's going to be 12. Okay, but then I want to do, wow, this is pattern matching, pattern making on the fly is Interesting. Having to do math live on stream is not what I thought I'd be doing today. I thought I'd be doing a simple witch hat. Why did I decide to make it screen accurate? Okay, so I'll show you the math I'm doing. Why not? So we're here. And so instead of doing just 2 increases, I'm going to do 4 increases, which means I'm bringing this down, which means it's 4 times 3, which is 12. So 18 minus 12 is 6. So then, oh, it's just 3. Oh, wait, but then, wait, no. We just want to do 2 to decrease it on the opposite side. This math is not mathing. Someone help me. Okay, if we just do 8 on that side. Oh my goodness, this shouldn't be so hard. Okay. So then we have 4, we have 8, so then that's 12. So we can do 2 on both sides. There we go, I did it. You're welcome. This is 100% what I do in real life, in between video clips. Oh, the pressure to do that live. Somebody applaud me. Okay, so we're gonna do a bunch of increases. Let's do them. Thank you, James. Thanks, Kenny. Okay, and then just 1 in between. Yeah, okay. Let's hope this works. Let's hope this creates that dramatic angle that we want. I am keeping track of the pattern. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably post it on my Patreon for free. And by for free, I mean if you're, a free follower, which you can do if you want to support me and see updates. You don't have to pay. You can just subscribe for free. It's like subscribing on YouTube, but it's over on Patreon. And then you get to see more messages from me. And sometimes, or I guess one time, I wrote a script. Speaking of Friends, the TV show, which I did earlier, I wrote out a script for a video about like the difference on how the main couple breakups were handled on How I Met Your Mother versus Friends. And it was so funny because it was like 4 a.m. A whole audience? What do you mean, James? On Patreon, all the hands. I only see the one emoji. I guess, it's just the two of you talking to me, so I guess that means it's the whole audience. But anyway, I wrote a script about how the breakup between Ross and Rachel and the breakup between Robin and Ted were handled on How I Met Your Mother or on Friends versus How I Met Your Mother, and came to the conclusion that like How I Met Your Mother was a lot more respectful of it long term, but also that my memory of Friends had been warped because the actual episode where Oh, interesting. Wow, they did not pop up. That's sad. But thank you for doing that, James. Wait, how many is that? 1 increase, 2 increase, 3 increase, 4 increase. Okay, so now we're going to the 2 buffering side double crochet. Spam filter at work. Yeah, I guess so. Thank you for the intention. It's funny that you can still see it. Okay, now we're going to start the decreases. Oh, this is going to be so much fun for me. Okay. I've never done a front post decrease, but I'm assuming it's just like go over both of them. And yeah, that worked. Cool, 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 cool. And then just a normal front post double crochet. And then, yep, another decrease. Anyway, my point is go join my Patreon for free, especially if you like seeing random thoughts that I decide I probably won't actually make into videos, like a lot of stuff about sitcoms. I think about sitcoms way more than I probably should, especially given that I just don't really watch them anymore because they're not on my streaming services. Oh, come on. This is what I'm talking about. This yarn can get really tangled really easily. Especially, I mean, I'm using a hook that's way too small for it on purpose. There we go. Okay, how did that fare? It looks okay. It looks, yeah, it looks good. I think it's the right track. Let's do one row of normal front post double crochets. Okay, bye Kenny. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Now it's just gonna be me and James talking. It's so interesting because I saw Wicked a lot when I was a kid. For a second, James, I thought you were saying bye to me, and I was like, no, don't leave me. I'll just be talking to myself. But no, you're saying bye to Kenny. That makes sense. Oh, I want to check this off. When I was a kid and I saw Wicked, it meant everything to me. And then I saw it once, like at least a decade later as an adult. And I was expecting it to hit exactly the same. And it didn't, which is sad. So I wish I could see the stage show again, which hopefully they'll do another tour now that the movie's out. That seems to be how it goes. Actually, I'm not quite sure about that. I hope that's how it goes. That's how it should go. And have Ariana Grande play Glinda for like the LA show and nothing else. But anyway, because seeing as an adult, I don't know, it's hard when you have your life actually figured out and you like know who you are, then a show about figuring that stuff out and being confident in yourself like just doesn't hit the same way, I don't think. So in a way, it's very fulfilling for me to be like, oh, this doesn't hit in the same way because I'm like so happy with my life and I know who I am. But then it's also like sad because it's like, aw, I don't get the same feeling of emotional fulfillment from seeing this show that used to give me all the emotions. Do kids still say that? Do kids still say like all the feels? I tried not, I didn't say it, but I was thinking it the whole time. I love doing double crochet. I think I mentioned this on the road trip blanket stream. Double crochets just fit how I have the yarn like tension on my fingers so well because I just get to like wrap and unwrap and rewrap. It just works so well. Half double crochets too. Triple crochets are too complicated for me. I really at least like the height of this better. Even if we're unsure about if it's wonky enough. What I might do, because in order to do the ruffle, I'm going to be doing a, oh, hold on, I have to do more math. Change the next increase. Okay, so let's go wild. Let's do 6 increases. So we're gonna wanna do 4 decreases. And we're not gonna do 5 here. Yeah, let's just do 1 front post double crochet in between them. So that's gonna be 12. So then we have 8. So then we'll do 2 front post double crochet and 2 front post double crochet. And then, yeah, we'll do again the, oh no, because we need to do 4. Yeah, we'll just do 4 decreases in between, right? That's totally how math works. Oh, Hi, Garbo. Okay, yes. Listen to my friend. Make sure you like the stream while you're here. Thanks. Um. Oh my gosh, math should not be this hard. Okay, so because decreases take up two like slots because you're making two into one basically. So that's 8, and then we have 12, so that's already 20. Should we just do the 6 increases, and then we have the 8 decrease, or the 4 decreases, which is going to be 8. 6 plus 8 is 14, so then we have 3, or no, we have 2 extra on both sides. Okay, yes, I fixed it. We got it. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Back to crocheting. No more math, no more adding. Okay, so we're doing just 6 increases in a row. This is going to be fun. And hopefully this will like very dramatically do that tilt. And of course I start off by doing the increase in the second stitch instead of the first stitch. Ah, well. Does anyone remember what I was talking about before the math took over my brain? Or does anyone want me to talk about anything? Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone want me to take a tea break? I wonder how the lag is on this. I'm wondering, because last time I was on the like normal latency, and this time I'm on low latency, I think. Maybe I'm on ultra low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tea? Okay, tea break. This is a very special mug. It is a Seattle aquarium mug that me and my now husband bought when he proposed, because he proposed at the aquarium. Because we're nerds like that. Are you testing the lag again? I bet the answer is yes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. 6 is a lot. We might have to undo this. This row, chat. We'll see what happens. We'll see how weird it looks. 2.5 to 3 seconds. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was off camera there. Yeah, I think this might actually look good. We'll see what happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we don't just start, yeah, no, then we do 2, and then we do the decreases. Okay, decrease time. So we're doing 4, according to my math? Yes. Thinking in 3 dimensions with crochet like this, it is difficult and not my forte. But hopefully me struggling like this means that someone else will be able to also crochet a cool witch hat, or maybe improve on my pattern. Are you telling me, James, that you cannot calculate how long it takes sound to travel through your floor and my ceiling? You're not distracting me. It's interesting science that must be done. Wow, look at that. Is so weird just seeing how dramatic that is. Wow, imagine if I'd been doing that the whole time. Oh no, am I gonna start over again? How long have I been streaming? What time is it? Oh, it's been almost an hour. It's a slow slow calculate the calculus. I mean, it just looks like this is, if you just look at this shape, this is the shape that I want. I think I have to start over. Okay, yep. I'm gonna start over. Okay, let's. Oh, super exciting, I know. Let's pattern. Let's figure out the pattern so I can follow it better, because it is not fun to have to wing it. At least the very beginning is going to be the same. Okay, right away, we're gonna start increasing. So we only want to increase by 2 stitches. Keep this one, it's a nice thumb warmer. Are you gonna use it as a thumb warmer, James? I'll unravel it. Unraveling can be fun. I'm gonna hiccup, I apologize. Okay. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we only get 1 here. Okay. Because that's 8, that's 8, and this should be 10. But I have to count because this is 8, 9, 7. I'm so tired. I should still have one increase. Yeah, I know that I'm doing math wrong, so. Counting is really hard. I know like 10-year-olds can do it, but. Oh, Mike Crackle? Oh, okay. I'm fixing it. I'm going to fix it. Let's see if just doing this fixes it. Okay. Did that fix the Mike Crackle? Yes! Nope. Okay, I see. Okay. I know what I did. Hold on. Did that fix it? Is this fixed? No? Still no? Jeez Louise. This microphone is going... Okay, so this is good now? I'm gonna look down. I assume, okay, cool, we're good. Awesome. I am so sorry. I will try to have a better microphone by next time I stream. I was really hoping that I already had one, from my husband buying something from someone off of like Craigslist. But then it was like a proper mic where you need like an adapter for it to plug into a computer and all that. And oh, it did not seem. Oh my goodness, I miscounted over here. It's jumped straight from 4 to 6. Awesome. That's not going to confuse me at all. I think instead of doing... Hold on, this is just me simplifying my life by adding stuff here instead of adding a break. Goat. Wait. Goat dab. How are you doing, Devin? Yeah, the YouTube emojis are pretty cute. I like them too. I remember back in the day, I had heard a theory that like messages with emojis like comments did better or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but if you want to do it, be my guest, like in comments as well. Oh my gosh, is that pie? Is that an empanada? A calzone? Okay, so I'm just going to be writing this for a little bit, but I have stopped having to use my brain because I decided to do it probably a little bit worse, but easier for me to write live on stream. Dumpling. Okay, yeah, so if you're just coming in now, Devin, what happened was I had a first version of the hat that I had started on before stream, and had at the very end discovered, like, I looked at the reference kind of for the first time in a while, and I was like, okay, that is, like, you know, I need to make it wonky. So you can see that the top is fairly straight. I realized it needed to be wonky about here. It is sharp. It's really sharp, don't you think? So then on stream, I restarted this, and at the very end went, oh, you know, what I can do to make it even sharper is I can increase it by more than I want it to actually get wider and just decrease it on this side. And then it looked so good that I went, well, I clearly have to start over. So I'm really quickly copying my pattern over with this new change. And yep, that is what I have decided to do with my time, and I am sorry that this is not the most thrilling streaming content right now. But soon I'll be done with this part, and then you can watch me unravel the one that I started on stream. And yeah. Sometimes I think it would be really, really cool to code something that understood like crochet terms, so that I could just, like, you know, in Excel, it's like you do like, oh, like previous plus 2, and then you can pull it down and then it like understands and it will like add 2 for every row. That's what I want for this right now. But I don't think I will ever get that because I like actually crocheting too much. So I don't think I would have the patience to spend a lot of time and brain power doing what I just described, coding something I just described. There are so many coding projects that I've thought of, and I just don't think I'm ever going to do them. Cause, well, maybe I will. Like, maybe someday I won't be totally burned out on, coding. I would like that, cause I did go to school for it for 4 years. But who knows? Front, post, double crochet, decrease, sorry, we're so close, y'all, cause that's 24. Although I guess we wouldn't do this, we would actually do single crochet in the back loop only. Okay, now we're going to start from the beginning. So enjoy me taking this apart, and I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Oh, am I a winner? Thank you. Hi, Natalie. Yeah, there's a part of me that was like, I wonder if I'm going to have to sing any Wicked on stream. I wonder if anyone is going to bully me into doing that. Welcome to the stream. I hope y'all are in the same room. The feedback. I guess there wouldn't be feedback. It just might be annoying. But yeah, I was practicing singing Defying Gravity. I was like, do I still know the words? Because I used to have the entire album memorized. It was one of my favorite shows. I also... Oh my god. What's IMS mean? I am not hip with the lingo. I'm sure you do. Remember all the lyrics? I do not know the lyrics to Popular anymore. Okay, if that's a typo, then what's the correct thingy? Ta-da! And we are starting over. Here we go. Once again, magic circle. Magic circles, I don't know, used to be so confusing for me. I don't know when I got really good at them. I'm going to guess during the Mario Kart again because I had to start so many hexagons that way. It's really incredible when you think about the fact that I started crocheting in 2022. I think that's right. I think it was 2022. And now it's almost 2025. So it's been a little over 2 years. And I would say I'm pretty good. Not a master, just pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like there's that famous screenshot of like, oh, learning this would take 10 years. And then someone responded, well, the time will pass anyway. And I really do think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is my mentality when it comes to this channel. Did someone just text me? Whoop, no, come on. Okay, I see. Thank you for the text. It was you. Thank you, Devin. Thank you for letting me know that you won't be able to respond. Okay. So if you're just joining the stream, you've missed nothing because I've had to start over. Ain't that just the way? I still have to edit. I have so many videos I have to edit. I rewatched. I was trying to find my channel without a keyboard, my Bluetooth keyboard, because it was far away and I didn't want to move. So I went and opened up the last video that I'd watched because I could reach that. Hey, Books That Burn, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, hi, welcome to my stream. Just so you know, the microphone problem that we discovered all the way back in 2020 has already reared its head, but I have fixed it at least for another hour. And you haven't missed anything because I've had to start the hat over. Well, you know it's live when stuff like this happens. I feel so bad. Okay, hold on. Counting time. You missed a lot of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, we're done. Well, we're done with this round. For the good bit. Yeah. Okay, let's remember what is row 3. Okay, yeah, we're really trying to create that tilt in the top point of the hat. Hopefully, the later sections won't be quite as complicated. I mean, you can see they don't look as dramatic in the reference photo. Okay, I need a tea break, so everyone hydrate. Okay. Yeah. So I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but it is live. So I'll mention in case I haven't told any of y'all, the people I know in real life, we had a huge windstorm. Oh no, I have talked to you since then, but we've had a huge windstorm here in the Seattle area this week, and it knocked over a lot of stuff. It caused a lot of power outages. I guess I don't know that it was like tree branches, but I mean, a lot of trees did fall. There were some tragedies. Um, and yeah, it was a wild week because of that. And a lot of power is still out. I think a lot of people are having to change their Thanksgiving plans, unfortunately, here in the United States. I might have miscounted somewhere. So you remember when the math wasn't working out earlier? I think we know why. 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 1, and then... Okay, I think we can't do that little 1 space saver here, so I think we actually have to decrease the number of spacer front post double crochets by 1 in every single row that I've done. That's going to be really fun to change on the pattern. Just the way it goes, though. I am so used to stuff like this happening when I make my own patterns. I mean, you've seen the videos, how many times I have to start over. Honestly, if I only have to start over twice for this, that's going to be excellent. I'm going to be working on this project for a little bit. So any of y'all on stream, have you seen the Wicked movie? And what were your thoughts, if so? Without spoilers, please. Books That Burn, have you seen it by chance? We're doing a round of front post double crochets for here. This is just gonna sort of lengthen. Fair enough, fair enough. This is gonna lengthen the sort of tilty hat. I think Wicked is a really great musical. Oh gosh, something I was talking about yesterday with my husband is how, and I mean, this is something I learned from Devin actually. There's an issue with the Barbie tie-in dolls. Uh-oh. Like a manufacturing issue, or like a health and safety issue, or like an offensiveness issue. Oh no, the wrong URL. Oh no. I mean, of the issues they could have, that's a pretty amusing one. Wait, like URL for the movie? Oh no, that's horrible. Oh no. They have to recall them, right? Like you can't leave that out on the market. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, that's awful. That's terrible. Uh I really wonder. I have no idea. I've looked up very little about the Wicked movie, honestly, because the musical is just so near and dear to me. I really wonder if they have Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth doing any cameos. Because I mean, at least Idina Menzel is very. Someone searched to the URL. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, you feel like you need, QA for that. Um, Always check your links before posting. Ain't that the truth? Especially if it's not something that you can go undo. I sometimes think that's why like QR codes can be powerful in, both for good and for evil, like, most things on the internet, because they're a redirect. So like technically my QR code that my QR code cardigan that I crocheted, it redirects you first to the site that created the QR code, Vistaprint. I'm pretty sure it's Vistaprint. And then it redirects you to my links. Like if I changed the URL of my YouTube channel, which is where it directs you to, I could, change the QR code, but I couldn't change the physical link. But then, of course, that means that, people can do nefarious things with QR codes. So again, for good and evil. And then also if the middleman, like QR code creator, goes down, then I guess you lose access to your QR code, which would be unfortunate. Does anyone remember? Sorry, that just got me thinking about this. I remember seeing ads for, it was like a tattoo design service where you would upload a sound, it would turn that sound into a waveform, and then you could get that waveform tattooed on yourself. And then if you scanned the waveform with your phone, with the app, then it would like play the sound for you. And I just remember thinking like, but that tattoo is going to be on you forever. And what if that app goes down someday? Like, that's not what you want. And that is why I get physical books, because digital books, I'm scared can go away. That being said, on the books that I self-publish, I have it DRM unlocked, so you can always... Yeah, that's fair. At least it hypothetically does, yeah. I guess I don't know enough about waveforms to know whether or not that like matters, and like it technologically is at least there and you could like get something else to recreate it. I guess it just depends on the like level of detail. Like if I just printed out a waveform from like Audacity, would it be specific enough that something else could read it and like know what it should sound like? Yeah. Level of detail, which of course is hard with tattoo, because tattoo like bleeds, it grows with your skin and stuff. I saw a really cute tattoo. Yeah, I bet a tattoo could do a QR code though, because I did the cross-stitched QR code and that worked pretty well. So what I mentioned earlier is, oh wait, that was, okay. What I mentioned earlier is I'm using a much smaller visual waveform. Yeah, volume variances. That's what I thought. I thought it was just volume. I am using a much smaller hook than the yarn like wants, because I want this to be very stiff, because witch hats need to stand up. Yeah, I think it's too difficult, to capture visually, a lot of things. Like encoding things is hard. Okay, fine. Tea break. See, I was hoping James would jump in on this. because he's my sound guy. A tattoo of the Fourier transform of a sound. That sounds so nerdy and so cool. I bet someone's done it. I bet that exists already. Okay, was that 4? Yeah, that's 4. Watch this be like too tilted. I mean, I'm already looking at this and it looks so weird with the first round. Because that looks weird, right? That looks way too weird. It needs to be a perfect cone doing the... I'm not good enough at crocheting to know this and do this on the fly. Here's what I'm currently thinking. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes, there's is it Occam's razor? I don't know, where it's like, okay, you have like multiple options, but the simplest option is like is the most obvious one. I hear it in murder mysteries a lot. I'm kind of doing, I don't know. What I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna do a normal cone, like my original, my original pattern. Well, not my original pattern, but like a normal, like extend all the way out cone. And then when we reach the bottom, I'm going to make this side much longer than this side. Not like extending it, but just literally using longer crochet stitches and like do like slip stitches up here. So the base will be at an angle and then... Yeah, and then that'll force that to be on an angle for because the next section's not going to have the difference in shape. Okay, that's what we're doing. Gosh. Can someone tell me some good news right now? I need to hear some good news. I'm just feeling very foolish to be starting over for the 3rd time on stream. Okay, where are my stitch markers? Yay! Oh, I'm so glad you're having fun with holiday presents, Mom. And also, hi, thank you for coming back. You've missed nothing because I've had to start over twice. I guess I didn't have to completely start over. I'm starting on round 3, but still. Third time's the charm. Oh, you're working on your map again, James. That's really cool. I'm so glad. I really want to swear and I can't because I'm on stream. I hate it when this happens. And I was feeling good about it too, but it's totally fine. It's totally fine. You know, you learn. This is what happens when you're a beginner. And I know I've been crocheting for a while, but I still consider myself a beginner. It is totally fine. It is totally normal for this to happen. I did a pottery class this week. And I have done two other pottery classes, and I was pretty lucky. One of them I made a bowl pretty much on my own. The other one I made a mug. And these are like one-off classes, and this new one I'm starting is like a series. So I was able to make the bowl with, I'm going to say not very much help from the instructor. I would probably not super recommend that class. And then I made the mug with a good bit of help from the instructor. So for this one, I was like, well, I know what I'm doing. It's not going to be too hard. And then, of course, I did the thing, and I ruined the bowl I was making, and we were basically out of time. I did just end up cutting the sides off, and I'm going to make it like an ashtray. I don't smoke, so it's not going to literally be an ashtray. Unless I give it to a friend of mine who smokes. I don't know. But yeah, it just feels awful. Spoon holder. Yes, exactly, Mom. Thank you. But that's how it kind of feels right now, is just that like I should know what I'm doing. Yeah, for cooking. Yeah, no, I got you, Mom. But at least this version I'm using stitch. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm using stitch markers to mark where the increases go, because I'm just going to be adding them equally on both sides, and this way it's easier to talk to you. While I'm crocheting. Oh, it's interesting seeing it live, isn't it? Because I always include these little breakdowns in my videos, and you might think I hype that up for the camera, and the answer is no. This is just who I am. You have to suck first before you master any art form. Maureen Johnson's advice. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Thank you, Mom. Exactly. Thank you, Maureen Johnson, wherever you are in the universe right now. Great advice. Did I do this right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, cool. Because we're at 10. Oh, wait, no, I should be doing the increase here. Whatever. It's fine. I know what I'm doing-ish right now. I actually did do this with the original version. I'm just making it take longer to increase. So it's going to be twice as long. So I'm using this pattern. But with this, I did 4 increases in each increase row. I'm doing increase row, non-increase row, increase row. But this time I'm doing only 2 increases. So it's going to be, thinner and taller, but it's going to get to the same like width down here, because that's where I think the transition should happen. Like looking at the reference image, and my throat's gargly again. Dang. I'm just going to echo what Garbo said earlier. Please don't forget to like the video. Or I guess the stream. I guess this isn't a video right now. It will be a video someday, because I'll probably leave it for, view on demand, video on demand, whatever Kenny was able to Google that it was. Anyway, freak out over. Mom, since I have you back, do you and Dad want to see Wicked with me and James sometime this week? The movie, to be clear. I guess we could probably find a amateur shot somewhere on the internet. Only if we don't analyze it after? Mom. But analyzing is the most important part of seeing a movie. I know, okay, probably it's not a good idea then, because I have to analyze. After I saw the live action Beauty and the Beast movie, I think I paced for like an hour in the lobby of the theater, just talking about all the good and bad stuff, while James just watched me. That's a good point too. Yeah, never mind, Mom. I'll do it on my own time sometime. Welcome back, Books That Burn. Do you want me to use your real name? It's up to you. Sure, cool. Okay, so Robin, you totally missed. Did you miss me having the freak out about having to start over for a third time? Uh, yeah, it does. Oh, yeah, so I had to start over again. And I had a very typical little freak out. I didn't cry, though, because I was on stream. If I wasn't on stream, I probably would have cried. That's just who I am. I don't like not being perfect at things, as we all know. Well, I think most people don't like not being perfect. So it can be hard. But we just keep going. Just keep swimming. Yeah, you're like, huh, Shayna hasn't made any progress. That's weird. I guess I did. The version I'm doing now is actually much easier than trying to do the tilt, like as I go. Instead, I'm basically going to, at the very bottom, add a base that is like on one side very long crochets and on the other side very short crochets, and that I think should account for the extreme tilt. It's just such an extreme tilt that they decided to go for. Although now that I think about it, I'm trying to remember what the stage show looks like. And I think the main thing is it has like a flower on the base, or like a big, like very fluffy flower. But like you don't get to see it up close. I would love to see it up close, and I'd love to see a comparison. I would love to know who costumed the movie and if they had any relationship to the musical, like if they used someone who worked on the original stage show. If someone wants to Google that for me, I would be very interested to know. So I think we're going until we're at 24 stitches. So we got a while still till we move on to the next section. And hopefully I'm able to do that this stream. Otherwise, people are just watching me do the first section over and over. Hey, Eden, good to see you. I'm glad you're able to make it. You have missed almost nothing. I did have to start over. Hey, John. Oh, you're both here. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. It's great to have folks here. Wow, 10 people. That might be my largest concurrent audience. I'll have to check the YouTube analytics later. So yeah, I had to start over. I came into the stream with a hat that I had already started, but that I wasn't really happy with. And then I started over, tried something, didn't like it, started over, didn't like it. And this is my third start over, I guess. And I am feeling more confident about it. Because also this one is a bit more automatic for me. It's a bit easier to just do it and not have to count as much because I can just use the stitch markers. I guess I could have used like 4 stitch markers for the old version I was doing, but that's too many stitch markers for me. I'm getting really good at front post double crochet though. I know it's hard to see why. I will definitely post some pictures. I'll definitely post some wow. I will definitely post some pictures, there we go, on my Patreon, which you can join for free and you'll get to see them, and also on my Instagram, which everyone knows is free. So, are there paid tiers of Instagram yet? I feel like that's something they might want to do because like YouTube has the YouTube, like the super chat and the members and all of that. Sorry, I just realized I have to start over again. Blue Sky has photos. Nice. I will post on Blue Sky too. I have to start over because I was doing increases every row instead of taking breaks between rows to elongate it more. Oh my God. This is fine. This is totally fine. Totally fine. We are fine. I'm not gonna cry. This is all good. This is so real, y'all. This is exactly what happens every time I do a project. Okay, I think we're good. I think this is the first increased row. Ooh, that would be great. Thanks, Robin. The one that I know about is Hootsuite, but they had enough issues for me. Like I used them to upload an image, and the image like had a glitch. Like there was a straight line of like wrong colors across my posts. I was like, no. Cool, thank you. IFTTT. Okay, I'll need links in, Discord or something. No, I just did it again. I just did no, I didn't. I didn't do an increase. Okay, we're fine. I didn't automatically just make the exact same mistake. That would be very frustrating, saddening for me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 5. So there's the one we want to go into. Okay. Boom. Okay. We have a good start. Okay, I keep bringing this forward, so I'm just gonna adjust my camera a little bit, and then where I automatically want to put my arms will be better. Pay for IFTTT. So what's the difference between them? Why do you use 2? Because I only used the free version of Hootsuite, which is maybe why it messed up my Instagram. Okay, we're looking good. Let's do the increase row. What's really nice about doing the front post double crochet like this is it is fair enough. What did I just say? The nice thing about doing the front post double crochet is it's actually really easy to count as long as I don't count on top, as long as I count like the ridges basically. Which I still think are really hard. Oh no, you can see, look, oh my goodness, you can see the texture. Thank you, camera, for focusing. So you can see all the little texture that I'm doing to try to match the texture of the example hat. And so because of that, it's really easy to see where increases are, and presumably decreases, but I'm not doing decreases anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. I have to calculate, so if... Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. It's so funny. Oh, if this happens, then that happens. That's I have to... Okay, that makes sense. That makes the name make sense. If this blog post published, that makes sense too. Oh, so it's like if you publish something on your blog, then like your blue sky message about it. Is there a like equivalent of tweet? Live streaming on TikTok and Insta. Okay, so but I'm not doing like a vertical live stream, so like how would I make that work, Eden? Do you know? I guess it connects to Buffer, which connects to Blue Sky. I understand. Skeet? I am using my phone to do this overhead shot. This is my phone, and it's connected to my computer right now. So what I'm going to say is that if if my streaming, keeps going decently well in terms of like, keeping my mental health good. What I will do is I will buy like some webcams to hook up instead, and then my phone can just be a live stream for Instagram and TikTok, and it will just be my crocheting. And you can hear my voice, but you won't see my pretty face. You'll have to go to YouTube for that. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I do not have 1,000 followers on TikTok, but if you're watching this, go follow me on TikTok because I occasionally post my shorts on TikTok. I guess the youth do prefer TikTok these days. Okay, this is not going to be an increase row. I have to tell myself that now, apparently. It's so funny, the instinct to just put something in my mouth to hold on to it really quick. It's so ingrained, I think, from watching like seamstresses on, TV. And you don't want to do it with needles, but stitch markers are, not pointy. They won't stab me in the back of my throat. Cool. Thanks, Robin. I will definitely look into it. I definitely need to be better about it. I need to, I did not post on Instagram that I was going live this week. It was a ridiculous week, though, with the power outage. So I'm not like mad at myself. Okay, this is not an increase row. This is not an increase row. Do not increase again when you get to the stitch marker, Shayna. You don't need to. Eden, do you go live on like Insta or TikTok at all? And how has that gone for you, if so? Because this is my first time going live. Usually I'm used to being able to edit myself, but it is also funny just seeing how legit like my projects are. Like, my reactions to things are just, it's exactly the same. And I'm like, well, it's good to know I'm not fake. Like, I feel like it's good to know I'm not faking. Yeah, that's what would be interesting, Robin, to check out is like, yeah, if I go live, automatically create a YouTube story or something, or a YouTube story. Oh, I'm sure they're working on that. Or did they do that and then get rid of it? Who knows? An Instagram story. Okay, that is much more the size that we want. That's nice. That's nice to have. Excuse me. Okay, so now we are increasing here. Oh my goodness, this yarn. I mentioned this earlier, black yarn is so hard to like properly see when you're crocheting. So I have a bunch. I got out my old ring light, which I haven't had to use since I moved offices, and I have my. So when you live in the Pacific Northwest, people tell you to get one of those lamps that make you like happy. It's like seeing the sun. So I have that over there where I'm not looking directly at it because it's not healthy too. Yeah. Anyway. I just have a bunch of light on me right now, basically, just so I can see the yarn I'm working with. But I really love this sparkle. I think it really works for a witch hat, especially this witch, who is the most magical witch, because she is the original witch. That's not true. Witches definitely existed before the Wicked Witch of the West, but I don't know. I think she's special. Have I been miscounting at all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. Gotta do one more and then increase. Just good to check on that stuff once in a while, otherwise it would start to tilt unintentionally, which would probably make me almost cry again. Do we have any crocheters watching today? Because last time I was really happy that a couple showed up, and it's always fun to talk about the craft that I'm doing a little more specifically. But it was also really cool because when I started last week, I had people who didn't know what different terms that I was using was. So I got to explain them live, which a lot of times, I don't want to like spend the time in the video doing it. Sometimes I do. I don't know. I'm definitely not a crochet teacher. I'm not great at being able to explain things. It usually takes a bit of strategery. Let's do some counting. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I guess we're on 16, so I do need to do another one. Oh yeah, there it is. I guess. I don't know. When the yarn gets all twisted on each other, it's easy to disguise what you're supposed to be looking at. There we go. Okay. And then this is not going to be an increase row again. So anyone been watching any cool videos or any cool TV shows? What have you? Any cool life updates that you're willing to share on a public live stream? Mostly just what's been going on up here is dealing with the windstorm, but I did take that pottery class, and I might, depending on how the stream continues to go, how my hand continues to feel, I might be going to a makeup pottery class for those who couldn't make it on Tuesday because of the windstorm. Mom, you have Apple TV? Can I get in on that? Can I get a login? When you're here, maybe? Netflix has been really annoying because I'm still on my laptop and it's still fine with me watching your Netflix on my laptop, but I tried logging in on my TV and it did not like that. Okay. This is not an increase row, right? Okay, yeah. I should like write that down. Fair, Mom, fair. I wonder if they'll release the Wicked movie to streaming like quickly or anything. I don't know how that timing works. I used to see a lot of movies, and just since the pandemic, it's really hard to want to go sit in a closed room with a lot of people, even though, I mean, there's so many people in movie theaters and they keep them so cold. So I'm sure there must be good air circulation. I don't know. That was a tough stitch to do because the hook got all tangled. Okay, Mom. I'll see you when you step back. Has anyone had to prep any Thanksgiving food yet? It feels like Thanksgiving is later in, like, I know it's always like the third Thursday or what have you, but it feels later in the year this year. And then it also feels like it's sneaking up on me. I'm going to be trying an incredibly fancy pie recipe because I'm just like not a pie person in general, but like I want to love pie. So I feel like every year I'm just trying to figure out how to make a pie that I actually like. Because occasionally I'll find a pie or a pie, I don't know, like a similar to a pie sort of thing that I really love, and like I like the crust. Most things with puff pastry are going to like fit that bill for me, but I can never make one that I actually like. So, but this year I found it was an Instagram reel. Somebody has been like testing a bunch of different pumpkin pie recipes, and I forget, maybe it's like a cornmeal crust was like what seemed special about it, because it's always the pie crust that bothers me. and then there's like a caramel, maybe it's a pumpkin caramel, and then it's like a pumpkin white chocolate custard or something. I don't know. It looked really good. So I think that's what I'm gonna make for my parents, for my family. And then if they hate that, I have leftover. I have frozen half of a frozen or okay, a frozen half of a pumpkin cheesecake from my over the garden wall party. Which I did film the making of all that food, and I do want to edit it into a video. It's just, I don't know. Life's been so hectic lately that I haven't had the mental space, and I've been really working on my book because I would really like to see if I can get that published. Maybe, I mean, I at least getting signed next year would be pretty fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this is the right one to increase on. See, this is much easier than having to like write down the pattern as I go. If I just know, where I'm doing if I'm doing the increases evenly like this, then I am able to make it a lot easier to do live. So that's good. Yeah. So my sister and her partner are spending Thanksgiving with her partner's family. So it's going to be a small Thanksgiving. Sometimes we have like my friends join us, but this year they're with their families, which is, I mean, in general, I think, usually a good thing. And I don't know, I like a cozy little Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving can be such a stressful holiday. So it's nice when it's like a small, intimate thing. Yeah, I really think the top of this hat is coming along really well, just in terms of like shape. And if I can just get it to, stretch and points like that, I think it's coming along. I feel a lot better about it. So that's good. And let's see, if I had 7 on, oh, this is not an increase row. Gonna say that out loud in the hopes that I remember it's not an increase row. What was I saying? Thanksgiving, witch hat. Oof. I'm getting tired. I think after this row, I'm going to just do a quick little be right back, get some water, go to the bathroom, that sort of thing. I did create a little be right back scene in OBS, so I should use it. Okay. This year, one cool thing I'm doing is I'm going to be doing corn pudding, which is usually my sister's specialty, so we've missed it on Thanksgiving the last couple of years, but I'm going to make it this year. And then she'll have to make it for Christmas, because I'm sure I won't screw up as badly as I did the last time I tried to make corn pudding, where I forgot to thaw out the frozen corn first. So it was very, very bad. But that is okay. It happens. It's so interesting that they released Wicked right before the holidays. I wonder if that's like a good time to release movies, like, statistically. Because I remember, it must be because like the Star Wars movies all released around this time of year. Everyone's all together with their family. They have, breaks so they can go see it. Yeah, I think it makes sense. It's always so funny crocheting when I have to crochet something upside down like this. Okay. There we go. Slip stitch in. Awesome. Okay, I am going to take a quick little break and stretch and use the bathroom, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I am noticing. Okay, there we go. So it's still live. Okay. If you're having trouble seeing the stream, can somebody say something? Because on my little second monitor, it looks like it's buffering a lot. Anyway, I'm going to keep going, and I'm also just going to preemptively change my microphone, restart it. Hopefully that'll keep the robot noise at bay. Is anybody there? Can anybody say anything in chat? Oops, I meant to do hearts. Oh well. Okay, it looks like it's still working. But yeah. I just want to get to the end of this section. That I think will be my goal for today's stream. If I can get to the end of it, if I can create that really nice tilt and know that I'll be going into like the next time I'm crocheting, when I'm crocheting the next section, that I think will be a win for me. I'm trying to think of other good musical movie adaptations. I think I brought up Chicago earlier and then didn't talk about it. So the thing about the Chicago movie is that they take all of the like songs and they make them either very explicitly like in the character's head or like in universe performances, which I think is cool and smart. And I mean, I think everyone else does too, because I think, like I said, I think it's a lot harder for people to believe like live living people breaking into song. But I do think there's some precedence. Oh my goodness. Because in The Wizard of Oz, they sing. I mean, famously so. I guess there's one song in the real world And then the rest of the song is in like the really bright Technicolor, like Oz world. And so maybe because audiences are already familiar with Wizard of Oz and singing, maybe that'll make them more open to people singing in Wicked. I don't know. I think Ariana Grande is really going to help people wanting to come see the show. And she is, a fantastic singer. I just really hope Glinda has some patter songs, like popular especially. So I really hope she enunciates on that, because sometimes when I've seen her do the Hairspray Live and everything. Oh, hey, Dad. Welcome. How you doing? What do you want to see? The Wicked movie? Okay, yeah, should be good. I'm gonna count really quickly because I think we want to get to 24, and I haven't been counting how many rows I've been doing. So we're just gonna do a little quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8, shoot, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to do one more non-increase row, and then one more increase row. And then, Dad, this is a public live stream. One more non-increase, one more increase, and then I'll do the very tilty row, the very experimental row, where we will see what happens. I'm glad that you're doing work that I know you were stressed about, though, Dad. Good job. Hopefully, you can continue to work while I am working on crocheting and talking in the background about musicals. Because I'm very lucky that I grew up watching musicals. I was a total theater kid. I was in a production of Into the Woods. I was in 2 productions of Into the Woods, actually. I was in one that was like a camp one, so it was like maybe an 8-week day camp musical where I played the baker's wife, which is one of the lead roles, which was amazing. And then I did it with my youth community theater, and I was Jack's mom, which was also cool because it meant I got some solos. I always have to play moms, or I always had to play moms, because I was very tall for my age. So I looked, older than the other kids just by virtue of height. So I was in Into the Woods. I was in Beauty and the Beast. I was an ensemble member. I played the old lady who says, I need 6 eggs. That was my line. And then, oh gosh, I'm blanking on what other cool shows I was in. I was an assistant stage manager for a couple of things. I don't know. They did not do, you could not get Wicked for, community theater. They were not selling, the script or the rights to perform it. I wonder if they are now. Because, oh gosh, when I was doing theater, you were not allowed to sing, Popular or Defying Gravity as your audition piece because it was, too common or something like that. But I wonder if you can now. I wish I had some theater kids in the chat who could tell me. Now I'm really wondering if you're, and probably the movie, because I think the problem is that it was too popular at the time, but maybe because enough time has passed, it's less popular, but then the movie's going to make it more popular again. I think Popular is a good song to sing as an audition song because you can use the different tactics that you can act because you're trying to convince someone of something, that someone being Elphaba. But I don't think Defying Gravity or I'm Not That Girl would be a great audition piece because you're kind of just maybe you could argue Defying Gravity. You're realizing something, you're changing. So you're convincing yourself almost, but I don't know, I don't think it's a great acting piece. It's a great song though. I just wouldn't audition with it. I'm so fascinated to see what they do with the framing device. I know I've said it on stream already, but like, how are they gonna, if it's two movies, how are they gonna break the framing device in the middle? I don't know. Uh, wow, sorry. I just started talking about the framing device and then No One Mourns the Wicked got stuck in my head. I know that show so well. And also, I was listening to it yesterday just while I was tidying my office in preparation for the stream. God, it's just so good. Idina Menzel and Christian Chenoweth's voices are incredible. I just hope they do a good job. I'm just so worried. Oh, I just want it to be good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, how did I? Huh. I guess I'm putting the stitch counter in the wrong place. Oops. Sorry. Sorry, I hit the microphone. Okay, 10, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. We're getting technical with the crocheting now. Or at least we're really about to. I can stop with the stitch markers because we're going to be going to the next round, which the next one is not so dramatic. So I feel like audio weirdness, but I reset it already. Oh my goodness. Is it better? Is it better? There might be a little bit of delay to solving it. No, not better at all. It might take a second. Any better at all? Still? Nope. Okay. Gosh. Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go to my computer, which you'll hear some of my computer fan. But you won't have the garbled robot noises. How is it now? Nope. Okay, we're doing computer microphone. Hello, how is that? That should be better. How is it now? Good? Great. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like I said, I'm going to be posting a video this week, hopefully. So have your notifications on for that, and hopefully then you'll during that time. So you'll have the video, which isn't going to have bad audio because James edited it for me, and then I will look into getting a better microphone set up in between now and then, before I live stream again, so we're not worrying about this in the middle of stream again. I really thought when I came back from the Be Right Back, I was like, oh, I will really quickly reset the microphone, but just nope. So that is unfortunate. Okay. So I think that's about the size we want. So now just the extending it. I'm also really quickly, okay, let me know if this messes anything up. I'm just going to unplug this microphone. I'm going to put it away. Are we still good? Is everything still okay? Did I ruin everything? I'm going to take your silence to mean that everything is still okay. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do triple crochet on this side. I'm gonna make this side the long side. Not that it matters because it's equal right now. I'm gonna do long on this side and then short on this side and then come back around and do long. Yeah, the background fuzz is just my computer fan because I'm I'm streaming off of my MacBook right now. So professional. So yeah, I tested this and it was a little annoying, but I mean, it's better than the robot voice and I want to keep going. I'm having fun. Whoops, I just did a double crochet instead of a triple crochet. That's what you get for doing automatic. Sit in a ridge. Yeah, so yes, I'm going to have it be sitting in a bit of a ridge. I'm going to be doing, it's called a back loop only single crochet, and that creates a little bit of like a lip so that you can crochet on it later. And I'm going to be doing that like after I finish the rest of the hat. I'll go back and add those fluffy little ridges. They look up in this shot. They look more out in other like movie promotional material. So I will be playing with both on a later stream, and hopefully that disguises some of the, I don't know, some of the joins, I guess? I don't know, some of the changes, the differences between both sections. Yeah, it does. I think it's just a little bit. Oh, you mean in the picture? It looks like fraying almost. I'm pretty sure it's like a ribbon that they've just like ruffled to make it look like that. I think it's supposed to be like in universe decorative. Okay, that's not long enough. I'm doing something wrong here. But yeah, it's a really interesting, unique design. And so because it has the ridges like on the material, so I made ridges in the, using a front post double crochet stitch, which I'm proud of because I tried a lot of different textures and started over a lot. Not using this good yarn, but using just some like leftover yarn from other projects that I had. So the problem I just realized with the triple crochet is it's not gonna be strong. It's gonna fall over. Okay, so we can't do full. We can't do triple crochet because we need the strength for the hat. The hat needs to stand up straight. So we'll just do double crochet and hope that that's long enough. Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah, okay. And by long enough, I mean just like makes enough of a difference as we transition to half double crochet and then to single crochet and then to slip stitch, which I think I will try doing. Let's see, if it's 24 divided by 2 is 12 divided by 4. I guess I'll do 3 of each because I have 4 stitches. Look, I did a good job at math. And we're still doing the front post for each of the stitches in order to keep that stripey pattern going until we do the back loop only. And then now we're just going to do single crochet around 1, 2, 3. So you can kind of see it's decreasing, it's getting shorter, so hopefully it works. And now we're going to do 6 slip stitches because we're also wrapping around to the other side. 3. This is going to be really hard to find when I'm going back around. 4, 5, 6. Oof. I don't know why slip stitches are so hard. Oh my gosh, her hat does kind of look like an upside down tornado. I was thinking like almost like a tree texture. The texture is tree-like, but the shape is so cyclone. That's kind of genius. That's really interesting. That is that is such a good point. Wow. Which of course, we all know how cyclones, how tornadoes fit into the original Wizard of Oz. That's such an interesting thing about the stage show, I think people don't think about, like, you're introduced to Elphaba's sister Nessa Rose, and you don't think about the canon ending for Elphaba's sister, the Wicked Witch of the West sister who has the ruby shoes. You just don't think about it. Yeah, no, totally. I think you're so right, Eden. Honestly, it's great. Okay, here we go. We're coming to the end. We're doing the double crochets again. Do 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 do. Easter egg, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's so many cool costume design choices in the stage show that I imagine that the movie's gonna do something similar. Okay, so like if I okay, I'm just gonna do that again because I think that worked. So I'm just going to I'll do increases to make sure we like keep going with the slope keeps getting bigger, but I definitely think this is the way to get that shape, is just add it to the base. Is there a part of me that kind of wants to do a Wicked Witch of the West cackle in victory? Yeah. Okay, and then this is the half double crochet. One. Wait, hold on. Did I? 1, 2. So wait, 1, 2, 3. Nope, I did it too late. Okay. This is hard. I don't know if any other patterns call for like front post half double crochets. It's a very weird thing to be doing. Man, my hand has not been hurting this whole video, and all of a sudden it's starting, which is really annoying because I feel like we're getting close. I think I'm not going to do this slip stitch when I get to it in front post. I think I'll just do it on the top this time. Oh, come on. I don't think it's going to change the height very much. Oof, okay. 1. Here we go. 2. I gotta be looser. Hold on. I'm doing stitches too tight right now. Just hard. There we go. Okay. Yeah, yarn is a very tricky thing to work with, it feels like. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm focusing. This is like when the speedrunner, gets to like the difficult jump they have to do or whatever. Oh, come on. 2. 3, and I think this is where we have to do an increase. I don't know, has anyone ever done increased slip stitches before? It has to have been done. Nope, come on, loose. Yeah, tension in crochet is very important, and it's not something I think about a lot, so it is very interesting when it does matter, which for me is mostly in slip stitches. The inside of this hat's gonna look so strange because when you do front post double crochet, it forces the normal stitches inside. So I don't know if you can see all those ridges in there, but that's just gonna be going all the way down. Okay, here we go, single crochet, come on. 1, 2, okay, well I counted wrong somewhere. So we're just gonna go to half double crochet faster than I counted because honestly the slip stitch and the single crochet are looking very similar in height. So maybe if you're gonna make this hat, don't do slip stitches, just do single crochet, front post single crochet. And maybe your life will be a tiny bit easier. Okay, here we go. Back to just normal front post double. Look, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. But it's better. Yeah, I wish I could have done triple crochet, but it just wasn't gonna, survive. So that might not be as dramatic as we want it, but I'm pretty happy with it. That's pretty good, I think. So I'm going to do the round that is just in the front loop to prepare me for next time. And then I think we'll be finishing up here. And for this I'm actually going to need to use a stitch marker to see where I started because again stitches in black is very difficult. So we're just doing single crochet along down here, and that's just for strength. I could do double crochet, but again I want this hat to be standing up, so just doing it this way. I really hope that the power comes back on soon up here. There are a lot of groceries I haven't, first of all, for everyone who doesn't have power right now, because I want everyone to, be warm and happy and have the utilities they need. But second of all, because a lot of the grocery stores aren't stocked right now, because they don't have power. They're running on emergency power, like if they have their own generator. Oh my goodness, this is so difficult. They don't want to keep their frozen food on if they can help it. And there are things I haven't bought yet that I might have to ask my parents to buy. I am super organized when it comes to the holiday meal planning, like planning how we're going to cook the meal, because everyone in my family does a part of it. Why did I do slip stitches? Why did y'all let me do slip stitches? This was such a bad idea. Okay, sorry for the complete silence. I actually need to look at this. Okay, here we go. We're almost through. Okay, bye Robin. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. It means so much. I love editing videos. It's been really hard for me to be editing lately, so it's nice to still be able to, make stuff with people and share it with people on stream like this. So thank you for being here and watching. Okay, here we go. And we're back to the beginning. Excellent. Okay, so I will show you. Oh my gosh, really? Really? Right now, the last stitch, you're doing this to me? Okay. I will show you what I just created and how that's going to help do those little frills. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be easiest to see back here. You can see there are these loops here, like that one, and that one, and that one. Those are all the loops, the front loops of the previous stitches, because I only did the single crochets and the back loops. So this way I can actually attach, again, I can like go in and do the frills there to make those little stand-up frills that you can see. How, sorry, I realized I put my arm down. How well can you see them? Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. So there's that one. There's that one. Garbo would like to remind you to like and subscribe while you're here. Thanks, Garbo. There we go. So that's where I'm going to be attaching the frills, and that will be again when the hat is done. And for right now, where I'm pausing, we have kind of an angled top hat sort of thing, and then I will be making the next wider layer in the next stream, and I'm very excited, and it'll be really cool. So it won't be next week because next week is Thanksgiving here in the United States. Hello, hello. I am so sorry. Okay, the stream crashed. Yeah, no, I'm back. Do you have sound now? Hello. Hello. Testing, testing. Hello. Okay. Sorry about that. If you want to hear the technical side of things, what happened was I tried to go to the other scene where my box is bigger, but that scene is still connected to the microphone that doesn't exist, that I unplugged and put over there because it wasn't working and had robot sound. So I'm really sorry about that, especially as I was saying goodbye. How strange for you. But I will be back in 2 weeks and I will be finishing this project this time. I know that I was working on the road trip blanket last time. This time I'll definitely finish this up because I think it's really cool and fun. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I have plenty of other crochet videos if you want to see more crochet this afternoon. Yeah, thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope to see you again real soon. I have some tea left, so I can do it with the mug this time. Cheers!